Right, let me give you a business update, which I have been giving for 2 or 3 days. Actually, what happened was on Tuesday, my wife came back from visiting her parents, so I had to go to the airport and pick her up. The good thing is I had planned this from before, so it didn't actually ruin my schedule or anything like that. So what was I doing on that day? In fact, for the last 2, 3 days, apart from yesterday, I had a board meeting, which I'll talk about soon. Um, Last 2, 3 days, what I've been working on is a performance management system and a performance review and appraisal system in which we can reward the leadership within our teams. It's so important that you are able to manage the performance of your managers, of your senior team, who in turn can then go and manage the team who works below them. So, what I've been working on for the last couple of days is that how can I align the incentives of the managers to their personal, professional, and financial goals. So, how can I align the business incentives and the business growth, align it with the personal, professional, and the financial goals of the manager? Because when you look at any team member, why are they going to stay with your business? The reason why they're going to stay in your business is because they can also gain something from it. Why does anyone go to work? Anyone goes to, I mean, very small number of people go to work for the love of the job. Very, very small number. Majority of people, when they go to work to earn a wage. And they go to work to earn a wage and with the hope that in the future they can earn a bigger wage, right? So if you can align the business that they can progress professionally, which in turn should give them progression financially, which in turn can help them personally to buy and live the life that they need, buy the things that they need, and to live the life that they need to live or that they want to live. So if you can align both of those things together, then you have a winning formula. Of course, it's not as simple as that. And that's something that I'm working on at the moment. And I believe we're very, very close to that formula. So for argument's sake, not for argument, as an example, I had a bonus structure for the management which was based on profitability. Now, of course, profitability, the whole key of a business is to attain profitability. However, profitability, you can only understand profitability after you've got your month's worth of revenue. But of course, as managers, they need to drive revenue. They need to drive profitability as well, of course, but they need to drive revenue. And then later on, once they understand how the business works, then they can ensure to enhance profitability through the revenue that they drive. But profitability, you can really only understand after your accounts are done. And if you're a good business owner, then you'll ensure that your accounts are done from 10 to 15 days after the month end. Because if you wait any longer, then you're shooting in the dark. You don't know what's going on. So what we did is that instead of bonusing managers on profitability, we turned it to turnover. So we knew that, for example, if we hit this turnover target per month, then we know we can generally expect to earn this much profit. So we turned it into a revenue-based target, which was, of course, how majority of the businesses do it anyway. But managers were then able to measure where they are in the beginning of the month or where they need to be in the beginning of the month and start measuring it at the 5th, 10th, 15th, 20th, 25th of the month. And of course, right at the end, it's all about giving that push to ensure that you can hit that target and overachieve on that target. The other thing that we did is that we gave a target bonus and we increased the bonus based on the targets that they hit. So, for example, you've got your target at 95% target, we pay a very small bonus because although it's not 100% of the target being hit, it's quite close. So they get rewarded a very, very small bonus. 100%, the bonus jumps. And then the next level is 110%. And then from 110%, you've got 120%. So if you hit either 95 or 100% or 110% or 120%, there's different bonus payments that need to be done. So that is aligning your business goal with their financial goals too. Why? Because if you need to hit, let's say for example, you need to hit £100,000 in turnover for that month, then if they hit 100, then they earn bonus. If they hit 95,000, they also get a bonus, but a tiny bonus. If they hit 100, you've hit your business goal and they've earned a decent bonus. If you hit 110, you've overachieved on your business goal and they earn a higher bonus. And if you hit 120%, £120,000 a month, then they have achieved a big bonus. And you want to have an accelerator bonus. So we have the highest bonus in comparison, 120%. So the 120% bonus is disproportionately higher. And that enables them to push forward to hit those bonuses. So that's just one example of getting your business goal aligned with their financial goal. Of course, people want to progress in their positions too. So let's say, for example, someone's an assistant manager or a deputy manager. How can they progress to a manager position? Because they need to hit these training, they need to have these competencies and these skills. Number one, communication. Number two, leadership, and so on and so on. And that means that their professional progression is in place. So you've got a financial progression and you've got your professional progression. And what does that mean for them personally? Let's say and the way you do that, you really align the personal goal to something that they want to achieve this year. For argument's sake, if someone wants to go on holiday, let's say someone wants to go to, I don't know, Jamaica. I don't know why that country came in my mind, but let's say they want to go to Jamaica. What you get to get them to do is you get them to write down how much is it going to cost them for the flights, for the hotel, and this an average amount of spending money that they need to do. Let's say for argument's sake, it's for a couple, and that number is £3,000 or £4,000, whatever the number is. Then you say, okay, how can we ensure that if you hit these targets, you'll be able to earn this to £3,000 or £4,000 through bonus? Yes, and you always want to tell them through bonus, because your wages, you don't want to pay wages too high. Your set salary, you want to make sure that it's low, and you want to reward them with bonus. Why? Because it gets them to push harder for the business targets. So then let's say, for example, it's £3,000. They know that if they hit 110% target for 3 months or 4 months, for example, that will pay for their holiday. So you've aligned that business goal with their financial incentive, with their personal goal that they have for this year. And that's why ensuring that all of these fit together over a long period of time will not only grow your teams in terms of them financially and professionally, but will also grow your business. And that's ultimately what you need to do. So that's what I've been working on for the last couple of days. And in fact, I'm going to continue working on that now. I've almost completed the appraisal in the way that it designs this. And we've got to test it in the market. Or when I say in the market, I mean in my business. And we'll see how it goes over the next quarter to see if we can improve it. Of course, business also means tweaking at every point, tweaking at every point. For example, one of our businesses, one of our subsidiaries, the staff costs have spiraled out of control. So what we looked at today, okay, why have they spiraled out of control? Now in the UK, of course, we have something, the inflation-based pay increases. In private businesses, you don't have to do that unless you're paying people minimum wage. And we do have some minimum wage workers. So we were identifying, okay, if we take a look at these inflation-based pay rises, at the lowest level, of course, we don't really want to do anything with these people because they get paid a low wage. So how can we control costs? Have we got too many bodies? Actually, it turned out that we've got one additional person who ultimately is not required in the business. It was an overhire. It was an oversight on hiring from my part as well. Of course, you need to ensure that you're very accurate on your staff numbers, because if you overhire, you're just spending money for no reason. The good thing is that we've caught this at an early stage, which means it's easy to let go of that person. Now, do you want to let go of people just like that? No, don't hire in the first place. But if you do make that mistake of hiring, or for whatever reason, exit them from the business. There's nothing wrong with that. So that's what I've been going over for the last couple of days. In fact, in the next video, I'll talk about board meeting that I had yesterday, which will talk about the higher functions that you need in your business.